So fractional gold comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and there are many benefits and also downsides to it. So today we're going to have a chat about all the different ones, and we'll go through basically so you can see if fractional gold is a good option for you or not. So I have a selection of fractional gold. A lot of my gold stack is made up of the gold sovereigns, so today I have a few of the 2022s here. There might be a couple of random other coins and random other years in the mix here as well. So a fractional gold piece is something that is less than 1 ounce. So usually when people are talking about fractional gold, some of the common sizes are 1/4 ounce, 1/10 ounce, maybe a 1/2 ounce. You might also get some small bars, like a 1 gram bar, for example, 10 gram bars, 5 gram bars, that kind of thing. So there is also 1/2 ounce sizes. You've got the sovereign, obviously, which is 0.2354 ounces of fine gold. And you do also have, excuse me, you do also have double sovereigns and half sovereigns, things like that. So there is quite a lot of variety when it comes to fractional gold. Now, some of the advantages of fractional gold first. Well, it's easy to find something to suit your budget. So maybe you've not got stacks of cash in your pocket, but you have, a few $100s, a few £100. You can probably find something that will fit that budget. So it might be a half sovereign, it might be a 1 gram bar, something like that. And whatever that might be, you'll be able to find something that is affordable. Now, when you're buying, you will be paying a higher premium, usually for smaller pieces. So as the piece of gold gets smaller, the premium tends to get higher, and therefore vice versa. So if you're buying something that's a bit bigger, like a 1 ounce or a bigger bar, the premium usually would be lower. So not every bit of gold is created equal. Some are easier to buy and sell than others, but that is true, whether it's big or small. So to a point, you are probably best looking at something that is, common in your area. So if you're in USA, you will probably have seen eagles, things like that. They come in various sizes. If you're elsewhere in the world, maybe you've seen Britannias, maybe you've got the Perth Mint on your doorstep. There's all sorts. And I know bars are popular in some places as well. So you've got the opportunity to get a large variety of gold. I've got all these different kind of gold pieces with relatively low outlay compared to if I wanted to buy the equivalent number of 1 ounce coins. It would obviously take me a lot more fiat money to buy them. So in here we've got a bit of variety. There's mostly the coins beast or Tudor beast coins, sorry, and then like I said, the Sovs that I tipped out as well. So fractional gold, like I say, there's so much variety and it's easy to pick up different pieces. So if you're more of a collector, it means you can collect obviously more different things and perhaps look at collecting date runs of sovereigns or sets of lunar coins or Queen's Beast, Tudor Beast, etc. There's a lot of variety there. Now, it does kind of feel like you've got more gold when there's more pieces. Let's say, I don't know exactly, but maybe there's 10 ounces here. If you've just got 10 1 ounce coins, it might not feel as impressive as like 40 coins or whatever is here. So it could be, an advantage. It could help keep you motivated earlier on. And speaking of motivation, when you're buying fractional gold, if it is more affordable for you, then you're able to buy more frequently and therefore keep those good habits of buying gold coins. Whereas if you were going to be buying like once or twice a year, you're probably going to struggle to get into much of a routine with that. Maybe, you're buying on a birthday or something like that, and, that would be manageable, but otherwise it's probably going to be such a long time between purchases that, you can maybe lose interest or something like that. You never know what can happen there. So that's definitely a consideration. And for some people, it's just more interesting, so that can help them stack more in the long run. Now, overall, I do prefer the 1 ounce coins because they have a lower premium, but in the UK, the Sovereign tends to have quite a low premium, similar to a 1 ounce coin a lot of the time, at least if you're buying a few coins, and they're very easy to buy and sell all over, so definitely a good option for those in the UK. And if you're out and about in the second-hand market, or maybe visiting coin shops, and even just with online dealers, sometimes there is going to be just some sort of deal or offer perhaps where you can get a small piece of gold, a quarter ounce or something like that, and it just happens to have a relatively low premium. So also, you could just be in the right place at the right time. A couple of these Queen's Beasts that I've ended up with, like the Unicorn and the Dragon, they just came up at a good deal. Seller looking to move them on to a new home for whatever reason, not my business. And I was there at the right time just to pick those up and get a relatively low premium. So just depends, got to be in the right place at the right time sometimes. So other advantages of fractional gold, if you are intending to perhaps barter with your gold, if you think that's a possibility in the future, then a smaller piece might be easier to manage in that sense. I personally don't think that's going to happen, but it could be, who knows. If you're into that kind of idea, then something you could divide up. You would rather have 10 10th-ounce coins than 1 ounce in that sense. And also there is the Valcambi bars, which can be broken to various pieces. So that could be another option. And then finally, we'll probably wrap up, but you've just got the option of having to, when it comes to sell, you don't necessarily have to sell all of your gold if it is in multiple pieces. So I've got more flexibility here. I could sell one of these coins every month, and maybe that would, get me through a tough financial time where something happened to my income, for example, whatever that might be. Whereas if you just had, instead of all these gold coins, one giant gold bar, then you just have to sell the entire gold bar, really. You can't really go chopping a piece off unless you're, dealing with a scrap refiner, I guess. And it's not something you really want to be doing, You'd be better off having the coins and just having these smaller ones that you can deal with, as and when you need to. So definitely consider that. It depends also a little bit on your overall budget. So if your overall budget is going to be maybe a couple of £1,000 or dollars a year, then probably fractional gold is going to give you some more options. If your budget is, running into the tens of thousands, then yeah, you can afford to buy some big pieces and keep, a fairly regular schedule still. And if you're looking, more hundreds of thousands, then yeah, you might consider the bigger bars just for, the ease. You don't want to be going through hundreds of transactions to get your gold stacked together. But, most dealers will be happy to sell you tubes and tubes of smaller coins still. So you could still buy, a full tube of various coins, and that would be easy enough as well. So that's my thoughts on fractional gold. Like I say, overall, I would prefer lower premium stuff, but it does have its place. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk soon.